Blessings, people of God. Our title for today is Encouragement in the Midst of Suffering and its Lessons from Job. Now, life often brings trials that test our faith, and during those times, we may question God's presence and purpose. The book of Job provides us with an inspiring example of unwavering faith and perseverance through suffering. Today, let us draw encouragement from Job's story and discover how we too can trust in God despite life's hardships. God is always in control, and we see that in Job Job chapter 1 from verses 6 to 12. Job was a righteous man, yet he faced immense suffering. His trials were not a sign of God's absence, but rather a part of a divine plan. Satan had to ask permission to afflict Job, showing that God remained sovereign over all situations. No matter what happens in our lives, we can take comfort in knowing that God is in control. Suffering does not mean God has abandoned you. Job 2 verses 7 to 10 says that when Job lost everything, his wealth, family, and health, his wife urged him to curse God and die. Yet, Job remained faithful, understanding that both blessings and trials come from the Lord. In our moments of hardship, we must remember that God has not left us. He walks with us through every storm. Trust God even when you don't understand. Job 13 verses 15, Job boldly declared, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him." This profound statement of faith reminds us that our trust in God should not depend on our circumstances. Even when we don't understand why we are suffering, we can hold on to the truth that God's ways are higher than ours. God hears our cries. Job 23 verses 10 to 12 says, Job longed for answers from God, yet he held on to his integrity and faith. He recognized that God was refining him like gold through the trials. Likewise, our struggles purify and strengthen our faith. When we cry out to God, He hears us, and though we may not see immediate answers, He is working for our good. God restores and rewards faithfulness. Job 42 verses 10 to 17 says, "In the end, God restored Job's fortunes, giving him twice as much as he had before." This does not mean every trial ends with material blessings, but it assures us that God honors faithfulness. Sometimes His restoration is spiritual rather than physical, providing peace, strength, and renewed hope. In conclusion, the story of Job teaches us that suffering is not meaningless. God is always in control. He has not abandoned us, and He rewards faithfulness. No matter what trials you're facing today, trust in the Lord, for He is working all things together for your good. Romans 8:28. May we, like Job, hold fast to our faith, knowing that in the end, God's plans for us are greater than we can imagine. I pray that this is of encouragement to somebody, and I pray that we remain steadfast. May we remain faithful, to the Lord, because He will eventually reward our loyalties. Stay blessed, people of God. Until the next video, stay blessed.